What they say, man. Yeah. What they say, man. Say a lot. Hey. What they say, man. Hey, Smasher the greatest, say. Shaundeon, you just too arrogant. And Shaundeon, you should sound more American. And Shaundeon, there ain't no hope for an African. But yet Shaundeon still remains pretty adamant. I've been here. Some of these dudes got up and vanished. Wanted to be established, but I guess nothing happened. They were damaged, and they just couldn't manage. So they changed face like someone who's out here being catfished.
Welcome to another fabulous episode of A Walk with Mel. Today we're sitting down with Shaundeon Africa, also known as KingSmasher, all the way from Lente here, Mitchell's Plain, a performing artist who loves the acting industry, music industry, songwriter and rapper people. He's a man of many talents. So excited to have you here on the show, yo brother. Jy dink jy doen sommer alles?
Definitely.
No, een ding is jy doen sommer 11 in one guy. Ek is oor dit. I mean, for the people that don't know, give us a bit of an introduction of who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I just introduced you saying that you're from Mitchell's Plain. Let's talk about that. How what has it been like for you growing up here in Mitchell's Plain?
I think like growing up in Mitchell's Plain has been like, it's definitely like it has its advantages and it probably has its disadvantages.
Correct.
I definitely think for me it's a lot of advantages because I grew up with so many people around me, and also for the fact that I've got like a different background. So I've got like a black background and I've got like a colored background.
Mixed, yeah.
So I definitely think like staying in Mitchell's Plain has helped me to be streetwise. You know what I'm saying? It's taught me a lot of stuff about the street, and also how to be able to relate to different kinds of people, not just colored people, but I mean your normal.
That's great for
black
acting
people.
also.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. And I mean, you do so many things.
Yeah.
But what ignited the performer in you, man?
I think church. Like I think.
Ek het in die kerk begin. Ek het in die kerk
church.
begin.
So I think that's it. Like church has always been that platform for me to do what I love doing.
Love
and
it.
I think like on at church I would mainly just explore like during youth that we would have. And then sometimes, you know, you have to have like a play or you have to have like songs and things. So I think that definitely like brought that inside of me, and I realized that look, I can actually do this and stuff. So,
Amazing. And then the name KingSmasher, ek dink toe nou aan jou naam. KingSmasher, it's a I was thinking, how did you get this name, man? And I was thinking about back in the day, I used to be dope at King Loafer. Ek sê okay, maybe KingSmasher, King Loafer gesmeel. Hy smash die balls in sy en hy is die man die king. En hy is die vice double king. But tell us your version of your name, KingSmasher. How did you get that?
Like whenever I tell people this, they seem to laugh or whatever it is because it's quite funny. But yeah, I used to play this video game that I used to like a lot, and like I would always choose this one guy. His name was Smasher in the game, and he was this big guy, like he was this big guy and stuff. And yeah, I just like playing with him. Like I only played with him. And I used to like this game a lot. And then I was like, yeah, but this guy, man, Smasher, and you know that vibe, I just smash or whatever it is. And then I started like, I just started like adapting the name and stuff. Like when I started writing music and doing music more. And then my friends would just call me, like, they used to call me Smasher, but then this one day my friend was just like, KingSmasher.
Hey,
and I was like, yo.
Royal.
I was like, I stopped him. I was like, "What did you say?" He said, "No, KingSmasher."
That's your name.
I'm like, "That's me." I'm like, "Dope." And then I just took the name, and yeah, for me, the name, like the meaning for what the name means to me, it means destroyer of kingdoms. So it means destroyer of any ungodly kingdoms, basically. Wow. That's what it means. So yeah,
lovely. And earlier we did speak about Mitchell's Plain, obviously, and ek weet mense van buitekant Mitchell's Plain almal dink is net gang and violence, en dit is real. Vir my is die talent weer meer real. Maar wat is jou take op daai? Veral met wat ons status in ons country. Net gewoon net 'n personal opinion vir jou. Wat dink jy dit is so erg dat mense maak met ons Plain is, en vir jou as 'n man, as 'n baby vir jou om groot te raak om my option te hê.
I think definitely like at the end of the day, I feel like it always comes down to a choice. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, I always say like it doesn't matter where you stay. Like wherever you stay, there's things happening in the areas. There might be things where you might not even know about them, but it doesn't mean that they're not happening. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it's like it doesn't matter where you stay, bro. Wherever you come from, there's things happening, especially in the day and age today.
Exactly.
Like whether you stay in Bishop Lewis, whether you stay in Bishop's Court, whatever it is, like it doesn't separate the two. There's a lot of crime happening in the background. So for me, like being I'm very proud of Mitchell's Plain because I don't stay there anymore. But when people ask me where I'm from or where I stay, or ik zie altijd niks van die play. Because like Mitchell's playing has taught me a lot.
Sure, respect man.
Yeah,
because your talent is most really niet plan, jy moet dit glo. And then I mean the acting life happened for you.
Yeah.
You've performed in different theaters, arts, Baxter, you've also done some TV work, playing with Spruce, which is amazing. What ignited that in you? Like, who did you see? Who inspired you to go into acting?
Yeah, that's actually a crazy story because I was on school, CDI.
Yeah.
So CDI is obviously an art school, and I did music. And I don't know, most of my stuff just comes across very weird, like the way it happens and stuff. But I mean, I was doing music, but then I was doing fairly well with my practical work, but then I was failing in my theory. So meaning with my notes and stuff, like I didn't know, I didn't understand or what it is, so I would fail the notes, the theory part. And look, it got to this point where my music teacher told me, like, look, if I'm gonna want to pass, or I'm gonna want to pass with good marks, I'm gonna have to start either brushing up on my theory, or I'm gonna have to choose another art subject. You know what I'm saying? And she asked me, like, if I were to choose another art subject, what do I think I'd do? I don't know. I thought about it. She was like, can you dance? I'm like, no, I can't dance to save my life. And she asked me, can you design? Because then we had like this drawings thing. I said, no, I can't do that. And then she asked me, what do you think about drama? And I was like, yeah, I actually think maybe I can do drama. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like a thing where...
it wasn't planned.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. And I was like, okay, cool, drama it is then. And then I did drama. But then when I did drama, I started like really liking it. You know what I'm saying? When I did it on school. And then even like after school, I was still like very intrigued in drama stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then... that's probably when I realized like this is probably what I love doing.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? But it was weird how it came across because I had to fail music in order for me to realize. You know what I'm saying?
So cool. Ik heb één keer voor iemand gevraagd, want het is een gewone vraag wat ik vraag, like, have you ever failed at something, man? And it pushed you in the right direction, and basically,
exactly.
You didn't fail. It was just you need to go into something else, you know, because you're so talented for growth. And then obviously you played in different plays, theater-wise.
Definitely.
Talk us through some characters that you've played before.
I've played a couple of characters. So I've played the character of Jonathan Lewis. That's in a play called Simpler Days.
Okay.
That character was mainly he's trapped in a mental asylum basically. He's trapped there, had a nervous breakdown. And he goes through a lot of emotions in that time. And he's also a writer. In the production itself. But the character deals with a lot of emotions and stuff, and obviously having to deal with facing people on the outside because he's never done that in a couple of years. So basically that. And then I've played the character of a character called Jacob. He's a bishop actually. It was in a play called Shadows in the Red Light.
Amazing.
So I had to play a bishop of a son who fell in love with some girl who was a prostitute or whatever it is. So a bishop's son. So I had to play that role, and that was really different for me and stuff.
That's dope. And tell me, of the characters you played, what did you like about them?
Yeah.
Of the two that you just mentioned. What did you like
the two
about
that
them?
I mentioned. Look, for me, like I definitely liked playing Jonathan Lewis because it was very far from who I was. And I think I like characters like that, who's far from who I am. You know what I'm saying? So that when people do see me play these characters, they're not able to.
They can see your work also.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. And they're not able to like they can't put me in a box in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And being like you know what I'm saying? So for me, like playing Jonathan Lewis has taught me that like this character is so far from who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I like playing roles like that. It challenges me as a person and puts me in a different mindset or in a different box where I have to jump into a different body. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's taught me. I think the other role that I played, playing a bishop with Jacob, I think that was easy for me.
It was easier.
Because
between the two.
Yeah, it was easy. It was very easy because my father's also a pastor, so
easy.
I see that easy. Exactly. So it was very easy for me. So that wasn't that challenging for me.
Amazing. And then if someone obviously makes a movie out of your life, right? Who would you want to play you in the movie?
Well,
anyone in the world.
Anyone in the world. Well, it will definitely have to be two of my favorite actors. I definitely like. I know it was one that I have to choose.
No, but choose. Give us the options.
Yeah, so it would either be Angani Ndlovu.
Love it.
He's a South African actor. He plays on Scandal. He plays on the
yes.
Yeah. So he plays the role of Romeo, that guy. And then the other one would be Chadwick Boseman.
Lovely.
Yeah,
I cannot sing.
Yeah, so he's
he's
like one of my favorite actors.
So they will have to audition. You can contact me. I will manage this guy. I'm joking. Nonetheless, people, we're hanging out with KingSmashers in the building on a walk with Mel, taking a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Yeah.
Greetings to all the people, man, listening to the beautiful track out there, man. Blessings to you and greeting and thanksgiving from the Lord above. Hey.
Young Shinny J, he the plug.
Guess
boy.
who it is? I'll be fighting in the ring. Royalty, they call me king. I keep it minimal, on a decimal. It's a bit of word out here. You don't believe me? Wanna know who my team be? You cannot beat me. Johnson in the ring, homie man. You cannot see me. I think it's evident. I've been staying relevant. Look at the evidence. I'm a resident. I'm a relative. I'm a president. I'm a reverend to the spread of man. Get the set of damn. So I win again. I'm a veteran. I'm a kid again with my whole gang. We go bang bang. Y'all the same. Move on. Get on my way though. Y'all homies win the play though. Homie, please get the memo. We been stacking up like Lego. Hey, hey, now get on my way though. Hey, y'all homies win the play though. Homie, please get the memo. We been stacking up like Lego. Now we been stacking up like Lego. Tell the homies just to get on, then get their head on, then get their bread on. Now we been stacking up like Lego. Tell the homies just to get on, get their head on, and get your bread on. Hey, oh Lord, we'll keep on praying. And oh Lord, we'll keep on praying. And oh Lord, we'll keep on praying. And oh Lord, we'll keep on praying. I say, tell them to pass sobra. Let them know that me a soldier. Let them know when we come to, I guess it's over. Let them know. And I'ma put these demons in a coffin. Let them know. I say, tell them to pass sobra. Let them know. Let them know that me a soldier. Let them know when we come to, I guess it's over. Let them know. And I'ma put these demons in a coffin. Let them know. Whoa. Ek sê jy sal nou moet pas op. Van ek hou jou dop, vat my verre pop. Ek skop jou kop, ek lieg, ek sal jou los. Moet jy mors, ek sê my nie te hoos. Jy weet aan ons is lekker posh. Ons is lekker posh, ek sal nie flop, ek sal nie flop. Can't nobody play with this. Tell them I was safe for this. Tell them I am dangerous. Tell them I be making hits. Can't nobody play with this. Tell them I was safe for this. Tell them I am dangerous. Tell them I be making hits. I bet they never heard of this. So I figured, let me murder this. When I take a shot, I never miss. I never miss. Never fighting with the flesh. We be doing nothing less. We be tripping in success. We be living after death. And oh Lord, we'll keep on praying. 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 I say, tell them to pass sobra. Let them know that me a soldier. Let them know when we come to, I guess it's over. Let them know. And I'ma put these demons in a coffin. Let them know. I say, tell them to pass sobra. Let them know that me a soldier. Let them know when we come to, I guess it's over. Let them know. And I'ma put these demons in a coffin. Let them know. 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 Let them know.
And we are back, people. It is a walk with Mel. Today we're taking a walk with the one and only KingSmasher. If you just joined us, he's an actor, he's a presenter, he's a singer, songwriter, rapper. Kijk, hy is net levels, man. En ek like wat hy share, ek like wat hy vir ons gee. I mean, how did the music happen for you? Like, how did that, what ignited that fire in you?
Yeah. Your music, like, I don't know, that really happened just like, you know what I'm saying? But that was the first thing that I discovered. And that's something that I was always sure about, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, that's something that was very prominent. So I knew that, look, I want to become, I want to be this musician. That's something that I knew from the get-go. The other things, obviously, then just discovered it, fell into it or whatever it is. But yeah, I think, like, I've been making music while I started rapping when I was like about 8 years old.
Wow.
So yeah, and then my love from there onwards, like, started growing. Like, like in school, I was always like doing, I was always making music, like trying to make music. And then, yeah, I think it's the same thing for me. Like I obviously, like the platform that I mainly got was because of church, because my dad's a pastor. So that does mean that most of that stuff that I had to make music, I had to do it in church and that kind of thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Lekker.
Yeah, definitely.
Then what sound are you going for now?
Yeah.
What sound are you going for? Are you mostly hip hop? Because you do rap as well. You can sing. You're right.
Yeah.
With hip hop, what is your vibe? What are you going for?
Yeah. Well, it's very like whenever people ask me like what my sound is, it's not that it's hard to explain. I'm really not boxed. I'm really not boxed because I mean I range from a genre of being R&B. Then I go from R&B, I go to reggae. Then from reggae I go to pop. From pop I go to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So like that's definitely like where I'm at. And then I go to Afro fusion as well, like African music, African sound as well.
Amazing.
So I think my music definitely has like I probably would have. I would say there's a strong element, like it always has a strong element of African being in there. You know what I'm saying? And so
your culture must in South Africa represent.
Exactly, must.
Can you tell us about your creative process? Like what inspires you? Who makes you since a man loops net and you're right about that. Like what inspires your music or your art?
Well, what inspires me like a lot definitely, and I still do it to this day. And I think that even like it doesn't matter where I'd get to in life, I'd probably still want to do it because it helps me a lot. But for me, like traveling up and down helps a lot. Like definitely, like I'm always on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always in a taxi. I'm always in a bus somewhere.
So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm
right?
always walking around somewhere. And I think that's where most of my creative process comes from. Like that's where I draw from. And I travel wherever because like for me that helps because when I see things and I see people on the streets and I can relate to people, like I'm someone, I can go up to random people and I would start conversations with them. It doesn't matter who it is, and that's something that I do a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just to find out who people are. If I'm in a taxi, I speak to someone, I connect with people. And those are things that helps me a lot because I get to hear other people's stories and that's where I draw my information from. Like I write from those experiences.
Look, because alright. Let's speak about your latest mixtape, The Synopsis.
The Synopsis.
Synopsis, Sorry, ek was nou raar uit. Hulle nog sien ek kom my Afrikaans. Hy sê het het mooi gehandle. Dankie vir dat. Sy moet my dis sê. Sy hoef my te bring my terug. Let's talk about that. What inspired that mixtape?
Yeah, so the Synopsis is a mixtape that I've been busy with for let's say 2 years, 3 years. So it was basically just like a bunch of music that I've been making for those 2-3 years, and then I just put them all together and then I just dropped it. But the synopsis simply means like it's a summary. That's what the synopsis means. So it's basically a summary of my life and our experiences, and that's mainly what the mixtape is about. Like I obviously share those kind of things. I share my thoughts where I'm currently at, and like from the journey from 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And from up till now, that's basically what the synopsis is about.
Synopsis, people. There's a new word. I mean, I'm learning, and I thank you. It's ook my kind of acting up, you know. That's why I love that you obviously use that. And then what do you want people to take away from your music? If they listen to your music, what do you want them to take away from it?
Look, if there's one thing that I'm very strong on is I want people to relate to my music. So I don't want my music to be far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? And I always say this vibe, like people can call me old school, they can call me whatever they want to, but I want to make music that everybody can listen to. So I want to make music that a kid can listen to, that's gonna impact him, it's gonna make him focus, it's gonna make him, you know what I mean, it's gonna inspire him to do positive. You know what I'm saying? I want a grown man, an old man, or whatever it is, I want them to get that same thing out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's mainly what I make music for. So I would always say this: my music that I make it clean because like I want to make it a better environment for everybody. If they want, like I always say, if they want music with people swearing and stuff like that, there's a bunch of other rappers out there that's doing that.
But also you know who you are, you know what you want to do. And it's okay to do that.
Definitely.
And that's important. If you know who you are and what you want to put out there, that's the point. Whether it's whatever it is, you know, and that's an important thing. Not a lot of people have that.
True.
Where they know what they want to put out. You know, how do you balance doing everything? I mean, music, they rap, they sing, they act, they present, they do alles like, and you have a day job as well.
Definitely I do.
Wow, like how do you balance doing everything?
Like I won't lie to you, like it becomes tough, and ever since I've been working like a normal job as well, I think that's when it became more challenging. Because now I get to that space where I don't get to do the thing that I love doing that much. Or on a daily. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Like I used to. So But I mean, for me, like, I've been pushing myself like to the limits, because I tell myself that what I'm doing now, like my normal job, I need to remember that job is there just for me to basically have a constant income, but also to pump that into my dreams and to what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why I'm working, is because I don't want to become in a sense where I only get money after a month and then
it's stressful.
It's stressful and it slows down the process.
True.
But I believe that having a normal job for me has helped me a lot. It's taught me to obviously invest more into myself also.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And you almost kind of feel like you have to work harder.
Yeah, definitely.
On your art, because it's
definitely.
like time.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, but for me, I try to balance it like a lot now. Like, I try to make sure that when I come from work, that I'm writing, that I'm obviously staying clued up, that I'm watching videos about people perform, that I'm obviously just getting inspiration as well. You know what I'm saying? So I still try to do that. On my off days, I definitely make sure that I put days aside where I say, this day I'm just gonna focus and I'm gonna be in studio. You know what I'm saying? This day I put aside, I'm like, this day I'm just gonna focus. I'm gonna read through a couple of scripts and go through my lines. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do.
Like, just to do how to balance it all. When sometimes it's in the mood, okay?
Yeah,
sometimes you're tired, but you have to not do it because of time. You need to obviously, as an artist, you need to obviously work on your craft all the time. You know. Let's talk about the vision for you as an artist in general. Like, because you do so many things. What is the ultimate vision for you?
Yeah. I think definitely the ultimate vision for me, like people always think that I've got an album, but I don't have an album.
You look like a guy with an album.
Yeah, I don't have an album. So currently I've just been dropping like mixtapes and stuff like that. And for me, I think the whole goal about wanting to drop an album is I would love to do one. But I would also like to do an album when I feel like my followers has also grown. You know what I'm saying? So currently I think
being realistic.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I really, my biggest vision now is basically just like gaining an audience, you know what I'm saying, gaining followers. Yeah. So I think that's my biggest vision, is trying to make sure that I have white followers, I have black followers, I have Indian followers, I have Chinese followers, or whatever it is. That's my biggest goal, is to make sure that I embroaden that whole thing, you know what I'm saying. To drop an album, yes, definitely, and also for my music to go internationally, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm that kind of person. I always say this, like my biggest vision is to be in SA and make it big in SA. Like, I don't want to go overseas and having to try and make it there, but I want to make it here so that people from overseas can come here. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the goal. Exactly. True.
Yeah, you know,
exactly.
And it is possible. It is possible. Our talent is on a level, you know, and your work is on a level.
Yeah.
This line of industry, like, what is your least favorite thing about this line of industry or line of work, and what is your favorite thing?
Yeah, I definitely think the least favorite thing would be obviously that. I feel like sometimes there's definitely a lack of support. I think that's definitely my least favorite. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that there's a lack of support and there's a lack of excellence.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes along the line you see a lot of people doing things but not doing it in excellence. And those are the people that they would always choose to hire.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somehow just to save a quick buck, you know? I think that's the main reason why it would be. But I mean, that's the least favorite thing of it. And it's not that I'm complaining, because I know my art, I know my worth and stuff like that. But I think, like, if we could focus on our art more, you know what I'm saying, invest more into it and realize that if you don't have if your song's not on a level where you feel that it can be put out, then it's fine not to put it out.
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Let it go.
Let it go. That's
like, allow yourself to be in that process, in that journey where you need to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. It's really like okay. We always think that we have to put out stuff now for people to hear to whatever it is.
Because of this fast mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I think that's definitely one of the least favorite thing, and I think that's what I would say is the least favorite, is that there's a lack of excellence and there's a lack of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like people, yeah, definitely. And the fact that people, like, I feel like we need to come to that point where we need to honor ourselves.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We need to honor ourselves and we need to be truthful to ourselves. I feel like that's definitely an issue, is that people try to portray and they try to be American, they try to be Australian, they try to be everybody that
everything
they're not.
Else that they
You know what I'm saying? So there's also, like, I would say there's a lack of that originality.
And also to reach in culture.
Yeah.
South Africa has so much culture.
Exactly.
You know, and it's so cool overseas now. Why do we have to wait for people to accept us overseas in order to be quiet?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, definitely. So I think that's one of my least favorites.
And your most favorite, would you say?
My most favorites is the fact that I get to do this. I think that's one of my most favorites. Is that it doesn't matter how tough the journey might seem, that somewhere along the line there always seems to be a pop-up of that light. You know what I'm saying? No matter how dark it would be, somehow I think that's one of my favorite things is that when you feel like in the midst that things are not working out, that's actually when it starts working out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yay.
And I definitely think that there's definitely opportunity. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely opportunity. I think that we need to get to a point where we need to stop wanting people to just hire us, but we need to start hiring ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Create our own work. So you know what I'm saying? So we need to get to that point where we become confident in our work and put in our products.
Don't wait on people.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that kind of person. Like I used to do a lot of auditions. I'm at that stage now where I don't do that much auditions. I rather focus mainly on products where I'm investing into myself. So if it's a thing that I'm writing, if it's a thing that me and my team is busy doing, that's the thing that I'll put most of my energy into. You know what I'm saying? So
and more wil ek vir jou boek want ek sien jou werk.
Yeah, exactly.
I thank you.
So,
You're welcome. Speaking about the following and to get the followers up, share it with our viewers. Where can they catch your music? Where can they catch you on social media? It's why viewers and our followers all correct.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, my music is definitely it's on SoundCloud, it's on AudioMac, it's on all digital platforms, iTunes and all of that. That's where my music is at. And then music videos, obviously they can catch it on YouTube basically. And I think that's mainly like where the platforms where my music is.
And so. Facebook and Instagram, are you on social?
Yeah, definitely.
Where can they catch you?
Facebook page is Smasher the Greatest. Instagram is Smasher the Greatest. And then I think Twitter, it's at KingSmasher.
Yeah, Smasher the Greatest is in the building, man. So let us let us follow. Also check out our page, Mel. You'll get all this information on there. Yeah. And then any advice to the young people watching that wants to follow in your footsteps? What advice would you give?
I would say don't stop believing in yourself. And don't believe the norm that people tell you that when you want to be a performer that it's going to be hard for you to do that. Yes, it's going to be hard, definitely.
That's
but I mean, I believe that there's ways and means of how you can get to where you need to be.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And everyone's journey is not the same.
Yeah, everyone's journey is not the same. For some people, it happens where they just done studying and they get an acting job and they landed big. True. You know, for some of us, we have to work and still do theater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We have to go through that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So
I always used to question that though for myself. I always used to be like, God, why? Why must I always be that person? But I get it now, man. I get it. It molds you.
Yeah, I feel like at a certain stage in your life, you start understanding it more because when you're in that season, you don't understand a lot of things because you're trapped up in that whole, that emotional trip that you're on or whatever it is. But I think afterwards, you start realizing, okay, cool, this is probably why it didn't work out.
Yeah, for
sure. So, yeah, definitely. But I would say, like, don't stop believing in yourself. Amazing. Like, believe that it's impossible. Like, I'm that kind of person. If someone tells me it's a red, I want to know why is it red. Like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to question that vibe.
It could
why
be green.
Is it red? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be green? Why can't it be the color that I feel it wants to be?
Could be a rainbow.
You know what I'm saying? So if they tell me that I can't do a certain thing, I want to know why I can't do it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So then I want to investigate and find out and challenge myself and be like, yo, why can't this thing be done? And then I try and figure out why it can't be done. And then I make sure that I'm that kind of person that makes sure that it gets done.
Yay!
So, yeah.
I'm so happy that we have this kind of person in the industry. You're an example to me and to many people. I mean, watching, the youngsters watching. So much respect to you. I mean, thank you so much for tuning in. We're not done yet. We're going to take a quick breather because this guy wants to battle me. Hy weet ek is eintlik 'n rapper nie. You see that he wants to battle me. Hy weet ek is 'n rapper nie. So please guys, just hang a minute. I just want to get my lyricist vibes out. One line for you, KingSmasher in the building. Here we go. And we are back, people. It is a walk with Mel, and KingSmasher called me out to a battle. I'm lying. He didn't. I just decided that. But because he's a rapper, I always like to write something for them. So here we go. Gaan ze my beat maak of moet ik maar net gaan? Ja. Hey, hello. Come on. KingSmasher, I hear you are a rapper. You're on the show. I hope you know. So hi, hello to Sasha. Hey, hij is mijn lijn. Come on. Hij is mijn lijn. Here we go. Ik ga voor jou een beat key.
Yeah.
Nou, je dan lachen met mijn beat.
Yeah. Hey, say who I be. Smasher the king, rhyme scheme never basic. Free like the mason, I'm impatient. Making these dudes sink like the basin. I keep y'all waiting while I'm overtaking. And sit down for class, history in the making. Making memories on melodies, I'm tight like skinny jeans. Remember me, and we got balls on standby. Blow up like landmines. Got more breath to a watch like airtime. More height than an airline. Like wrestling, my balls are too raw. I'm Shaundeon the dog, watch me send all over your claws. Knock your jaw, man, I'll pop your jaw. Hey, I'm too much what, bruh? I'm a conqueror. Look like a foreigner. Bringing heat to the kitchen like I'm Jamie Oliver. Too much metaphors. Open doors, sending dudes overboard from here to Singapore. Hey, I bring twos to the day. My balls are too ill for a medical aid. Every day I keep my eyes on the prey. I enslave. I engage with this rage. All I ever do is slay. I'm the king. Hey.
Come on! He's the king. Hey! Okay guys, we gaan het verloven vandaag. Net om voor hem te laten goed. Like KingSmasher in the building! Shout out!